Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Gran Turismo 7 update 1.32, which has finally been released today on Thursday the 27th of April 2023. So up first I'm going to go through the brand new patch notes to kind of check out what's in this update, to see if there's anything worth noting, maybe any kind of hidden changes that obviously we didn't know about. So let's go straight into it. So it says a new update for Gran Turismo 7 has been released. Following is the list of the main features and adjustments introduced. So first up, number one is the cars. So we knew about these already. This is the Jaguar XJ220 from 1992, which is a Legends car. The AMG GT3, which is the Evo version, and then the two Dallara SF23 Super Formulas, which is the Honda and Toyota version. Not much to say on the cars, we knew about these prior to the update. However, we're going to go on to World Circuits next, which is the Super Formula events on 3 of the tracks, including Watkins Glen, St. Croix, Fuji, and then obviously we have a different one, which is Interlagos High Speed Ring Parade. We have Escapes next with the North Yorkshire and Miyazaki locations. If you're a Escapes fan, they might be up your alley. Cafe menu, we have a brand new menu cafe book, which is number 47, which is the Super Formula collector level 31. 2 new extra menus, which is the Shelby one at number 20, and then number 21, which is the Alpine one. Both of them are relatively simple to do. You won't have to purchase the 20mm Shelby for those. And then we have some new conversations with car designers and characters in the cafe menu. So we have Chris, who will talk about the XJ220, Jeremy for the Mercedes GT3 and the Toyota Super Formula, and then Stella for the Honda Super Formula. Brand Central, we have new museum entries for Super Formula and Brembo, multiplayer auto start function added to races in lobby, and then we go on to the other improvements and adjustments. So we have physics, which is a fixed issue where in the steering controller the wheel would turn itself under 5 kilometers. Sound, they've changed the sound for the RS5 Turbo DTM, which is a welcome addition. They've also added new wheels for the Alphard. And then tracks, we do have a few changes, which is quite nice, to Fuji, which I'll be checking out in more detail in another video. And then in terms of multiplayer, the lobby, they've adjusted the settings button for the quick menu during qualifying. Sport mode, the screen displayed after quitting an event has been changed to each type of the event in sport mode, so it lays it out for daily races, championships and online time trials. So all of that is just kind of, you know, when you leave an event and such. Then we have a bit of a trophies update, which is a weird one. Basically it's just for the Formula First Timer, which is basically driving a Formula car. So they've added basically the ability to run the Honda, the McLaren Honda, and then the new Super Formula to be able to unlock that trophy. Then we've got localization, which is kind of text issue fixes, and then number 9 is others, which just says various other issues have been addressed. So it doesn't go into detail for those. Those are the patch notes for update 1.32. Now, is there anything really worth noting in this update? So I'm not going to touch on the cars because we already knew about them. However, one thing I'm going to kind of talk about is the changes to Fuji itself. There's a few visual changes around the track. Now, obviously, when you're barreling at high speed, you might not notice them too much. However, you may kind of notice a few buildings, such as, I believe it's the hotel and such, that's changed up. Some of the pit stuff, the podium and stuff have all been kind of, you know, I guess redone or added in. So, yeah, it definitely will probably look slightly visually different at certain points of the track. So if you've kind of been looking around at Fuji before, or you've run a lot of Fuji, you may notice that there is a few changes there. In terms of the events, again, they are mainly focused around the Super Formulas, which I expected it to be. We do have a full-blown cafe menu for them, which is rather quite nice. And then obviously we have the extra one, which is, I believe, the Supercar, Hypercar Parade or whatever, again, which is kind of the oddball one for this one. So it's essentially a whole new cafe menu and one single extra event. We do have 2 new extra menus, which are rather quite nice. The Shelby one, I know, kind of looks a bit daunting at first. And I think that's mainly because a lot of people will jump into this update and assume that you'll have to have the 20 million Shelby Daytona. You actually don't. There is the Shelby Mustang, I believe. I think there's a couple of those, and then I believe like this the kind of Shelby Cobra and such. You won't need the 20 million car for that, so everyone can unlock that one. Same with the Alpine one, it's rather straightforward. There's nothing kind of too expensive in there that you'll really have to go out of your way for. There is just a couple of legends in there, but however, at this point, I'm going to assume most people will already have those cars to be able to get those completed. So in terms of a content update, it's not the biggest one. However, we are coming off the back of a month where we've had kind of 2 months in a row. We had a full brand new track and then 2 brand new layouts added to the Nürburgring last update. Hopefully we do kind of get some more tracks coinciding with the super formulas, because I would like to see, you know, a decent bit of focus on those. So yeah, definitely hopefully we'll get kind of Motegi or maybe Sugo sometime in the future, which would be absolutely awesome. So overall it is a bit of a smaller update to what we've had, you know, especially in the likes of February when we had VR and stuff in. However, it's still a very decent update overall. I wouldn't say there's anything too controversial in there, or anything kind of, you know, too crazy and out there. It will just be a fairly decent update. The cars themselves are actually fantastic for this update. I'm very pleased with kind of all of those, especially the up-to-date GT3, the XJ220 just being the car it is, and obviously to have more up-to-date super formulas to coincide with the brand new 2023 season is kind of a big deal for Gran Turismo 7. If you think about it, this is a real-world racing series, and to have the latest cars, you know, straight in there for the season instead of maybe having to wait and such, is a great thing for this game to have. So that is going to be it from me. Those are the update notes for 1.32. Hopefully we'll all enjoy the update. I will continue my coverage over the next few days into the weekend and such. We'll get some car reviews on the go, so I will see you on the other side. Have a great day, guys. Peace.